Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Brooklyn Hine. Well, air quality has definitely been on the top of mind for many folks here in the region. Here's a look at the haze that was out there earlier this afternoon. Definitely bad down by the river. Now we'll bring in meteorologist Art Jarrett for what we can expect as we start our work week. Looks like we got a little bit till Art comes in, but we'll hold off.
What we're going to be having, Brooklyn, pretty much is, again, holding on to how this all shapes up. We're still going to have the fog and low cloud activity going into the forecast, and we're going to be leading into how this all shapes up going into the forecast again for tomorrow as well. This gets in all the way into it where we're going to be seeing the smoke and haze in the forecast leading into how this all shapes up. We're going to find ourselves getting into the possibility of this. Well, this is what's going to happen. We're going to find ourselves with storms coming in around 3:35 in the morning, working its way all the way through the forecast area, continuing all the way to about 9 o'clock in the morning, then killing it out, then having a break all the way until about 1 o'clock, coming back again with more storm activity on the way. Smoke and haze will still be a part of this. That'll be about a 5% chance of that, or I should say about 5 miles of visibility of that going all the way till 10 o'clock at night. And then eventually we'll have that cloud cover and smoke, and I should say, and storms coming back again as we go right into your 5 p.m. time slot and finishing out by about 7:30 to 8 o'clock at night. And that's a look at your forecast.
All right, thank you for that update. Well, childcare has emerged as one of the key issues in Wisconsin's race for governor. Today, providers, parents, and voters gathered in Madison to hear where the candidates stand. Maren Rosen from our sister station in Madison reports.
Just weeks after Wisconsin's child care bridge payments came to an end, providers are looking to their next governor for answers. And today, they had the chance to discuss the challenges facing child care, from rising costs to the loss of state funding.
I'm very concerned about what is happening in our child care field. Lack of funding, lack of support.
With the state's child care bridge payments now over, providers say they're looking for more than campaign promises.
We really need our state to say, hey, 0 to 5 are the critical years. We also need the financial support to help those children and those families.
Each candidate offered their own solution.
I want Wisconsin to be a state where every child has at least the same opportunities that I had growing up. We as a state need to implement universal child care.
If we are going to be the Wisconsin that we want, it's going to mean we're investing in those 0 to 3 years where 95% of brain development happens.
It's not just about child care. It's also about birth to 3, making sure that we're focusing on the health and the well-being of our children, because they are our greatest commodity.
The single most important thing that we have to do is fix the funding mechanism, design something that is going to be sustainable, predictable, and adequate.
When we actually have public investment in early childhood, then we can actually make it affordable for families because you won't have this huge provider crush.
For providers like Beverly, the election is about more than politics. They say the future of childcare will shape families, businesses, and communities across Wisconsin.
I'm hopeful that whoever, becomes governor, will see this as a need.
Reporting in Madison, I'm Maren Rosen, News 3 Now.
On Saturday, Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley announced he's back in the race for Wisconsin governor. He's re-entering the Democratic primary with just 24 days until the August election.
There's so much at stake this upcoming November. And so we have to pick the right candidate that can build that coalition. And so between now and August 11th, that is my job, making sure that I make the case. I have to put in the work to earn every single vote out there, and that's what I'm going to do.
Governor Tony Evers also endorsed Crowley after previously staying neutral in the primary. For News 8's full interview with Crowley, you can visit our website at news8000.com. News 8 spoke with political professor Mordecai Lee about how he expects Wisconsin voters to turn out in August. Lee says he anticipates above average participation, estimating about 30 to 35% of eligible voters will cast a ballot.
When there's something important at stake, and they truly believe that their vote is important, as it should be in a close election like Wisconsin, then more people want to get in on the action. They want to have something to say. So I think there's going to be a very healthy turnout.
The Wisconsin primary election is on Tuesday, August 11th. And in a News 8 poll, we asked viewers, will Wisconsin's next governor be a Democrat or Republican? So far, about 60% voted Democrat and 40% voted Republican. You can head to news8000.com to cast your vote. Young archers are stepping into the spotlight today. 4-H archers from across the area lined up at the La Crosse Interstate Fair to test their skills. Competitors from 3rd grade through high school aged came together for a tournament in the Farm Progress Arena.
Favorite part is just watching the kids grow from year to year. A lot of these kids are repeat kids, and to watch them start out as 3rd graders and progress all the way through seniors in high school, it's really a neat thing to watch the kids progress.
The competition is divided by age groups, with grades 3, 4, and 5 shooting at 10 yards, grades 6, 7, and 8 shooting at 15 yards, and high school and above shooting at 20 yards. Well, a team of international runners is bringing a message of peace to La Crosse this week. The Sarai Chinmoy Oneness Home Peace Run, described as history's largest peace torch relay, made a stop today in the city as part of a 4-month journey through all 50 states. The team, representing 7 different countries, is running in honor of America's 250th anniversary, sharing a message that peace starts with each individual.
Peace starts in the heart of each one of us, and that we all really do make a difference to the world. So we run with the torch. It's a symbol of humanity's hopes and dreams for peace, and it's also really symbolic of the yearning for peace that we really believe every person has inside their own heart.
Tomorrow, the group plans to cover about 74 miles, carrying a peace torch from La Crosse to Richland Center along Highway 14. Still to come, it's a father and daughter carrying on a legacy. A closer look at this dynamic duo after the break.
Maxwell White wants you to love your water. Preventative maintenance helps to keep the love going. Maxwell White can get your equipment running right so it can last longer and save you money. Call Maxwell White today. Water conditioning done right.
Welcome to Hotel 44 North, where history, nature, and hospitality meet. Nestled in the heart of downtown Winona, our boutique retreat features 76 elegant rooms, including 24 spacious suites with kitchenettes, perfect for weekend getaways or extended stays. Step outside to river views, blufftop scenery, downtown shops, and scenic trails. Inside, enjoy luxury rooms, a pool, and sauna, all backed by our best rate guarantee. Unwind in our cozy lobby or sift craft cocktails at Latitude Bar and Lounge. Hotel 44 North, your place in Winona.
Jolivet Family Farms. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Jolivet's homegrown triple sweet corn is picked fresh daily. Join us Sundays 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our roasted sweet corn and charcoal brats. Jolivet's also features homegrown carrots, sweet onions, peppers, beets, cabbage, dill, tomatoes, cucumbers, blueberries, and so much more. Find distinctive crafts and decor. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, or pies from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
At Maxwell White, we want you to love your water. Clean and clear water free from bad taste and odors. The water professionals at Maxwell White will test your water and evaluate any existing equipment, providing the best solutions for you and your family. Call Maxwell White today. Water conditioning done right.
A local father and daughter are keeping the family barbering tradition alive, one haircut at a time. News 8 photographer John Hayes visits the shop in this week's eyepiece.
Well, we say, you need a haircut? Why else are they in here? Working with my dad. and of all the people and, you know, the BS that gets thrown around. Yeah, like I said, never a dull moment. Yeah, it's a very rewarding job. Oof, that's a tough one. I think we both are kind of perfectionists. I know I am. I mean, like if there is a little hair, it's like, nope, nope. Or somebody will get out of the chair and I'm like, oh, hang on, because there's different light and it's like, oh, now I see a hair that is sticking up. So then it's like, get back in the chair.
It's always a challenge. Each head is a little different. So leave a little sideburn and you gotta kind of relate to each other and what you want to get, how it wants to look, you know, and it's pretty short the way it is. Some of them get pretty fussy. I've had a few of them raise their voice. Not what they expected, so So you never know. Now it looks nice. Good thing. It'd be, I'd like to see it go for another 50 years maybe. Then I think I'll be ready to retire about that time.
Cheryl says she hopes her granddaughter will come work at the shop with her after she goes to cosmetology school to keep the barbershop in the family. Still ahead on your weekend news, Spain fans are celebrating, where World Cup enthusiasts are hitting the streets coming up.
And the smoke is going to linger, getting into also some severe storms for tomorrow, and then cooler conditions to lead out the remainder of the week. More about that when I return for your forecast.
This Monday, one day only, earn a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40. That's a 20-cent fuel saver for every $40 you spend in-store and online. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
A semi ran us into the median. I had a lot of medical bills, and it was crazy amounts of money too. Without Pemberton, I would have been lost. They made me feel like I was important. I love that there was a lot of communication. I think that that was probably the most important part of everything that was going on for me, was just knowing that I was being taken care of and that they were assuring me that I was going to be all right and that they could get this taken care of for me, and they did. Everything they did helped make sure that I was going to be okay.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Where you been, Hank?
Little field research. Show them what we got.
Check this out. Looks like America is loving Ford quality.
And J.D. Power backs it up.
Ford is #1 in new vehicle quality, and F-Series are America's best-selling trucks.
Great deals, crazy good capability.
America, this is what summer's all about.
Get 0% APR for 36 months and $1,000 toward your down payment on select Ford vehicles, plus a complimentary maintenance plan for 2 years.
Cooley Region Women's new June-July issue is on stands and online. In it, we celebrate generations from Gen Z on up with Carla Green Easterday, Mandy Hansel, and Denise Christie Moss. Read about a fifth-generation women-run business and discover tips for thriving in the sandwich generation. Take a tour of the Hamlin Garland Homestead in West Salem. Bike across generations with grit and hop in the car for a retail therapy road trip featuring Cooley Region boutiques. Pick up your copy at area merchants or go to crwmagazine.com to read online.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger. You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
This Monday, one day only, earn a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40. That's a 20-cent fuel saver for every $40 you spend in-store and online. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
In Minneapolis, police say 9 people were shot on Saturday night outside Rain nightclub. Authorities report 2 victims have possible life-threatening injuries, while 7 others are expected to survive. Investigators say the victims range in age from 18 to 27. Police say they will continue to piece together what led up to the shooting as they work to identify those responsible. In north central Oregon, the Roe Creek Complex fire continues to grow, now scorching nearly 127,000 acres. The mega wildfire is made up of several active fires with evacuation orders and warnings in place for multiple communities. State officials believe the fires were sparked by lightning strikes last Wednesday, and so far there is no containment reported. U.S. Central Command said this afternoon that a U.S. service member in northern Iraq was killed in action Saturday. That's in addition to the 2 U.S. service members killed at a base in Jordan on Friday. A 3rd U.S. service member is missing in action. Torian Small has the latest from Bridgewater, New Jersey.
The U.S. and Iran traded blows for the 8th consecutive day. The hits the past 3 days intensifying, drawing the U.S.'s closest allies into the conflict. Like Jordan, now scrambling, air raid sirens blaring as Iran launched more missiles today. On Friday, strikes in the area killed several American troops, the U.S. hitting critical Iranian infrastructure in response. Iran's supreme leader in a statement warning more unforgettable lessons ahead if the fighting continues. All of this just days after President Trump claimed victory.
We are likewise winning big in Iran, and you will see the fruits of that labor very, very shortly.
In Washington, the president now pushing to add Iran to Congress's plan for Russian sanctions, tying two wars to one bill. Alabama Republican Senator Katie Britt making the case.
We know the very same people that are funding Russia and funding Putin's war of aggression are the very same people funding Iran.
But not everyone convinced.
This is what happens when you start a war of choice. The guys in charge now are worse than the prior crowd.
Iran announced it's no longer abiding by the Memorandum of Understanding. President Trump in a phone call with News Nation yesterday saying, quote, he couldn't care less. Torian Small, CBS News, Bridgewater, New Jersey.
U.S. Central Command says the U.S. service member killed in Iraq Saturday died during a controlled detonation of a downed Iranian drone. Well, fans in Times Square erupted in celebrations today as Spain captured the 2026 FIFA Men's World Cup title. Spanish supporters packed the heart of New York City, waving flags, singing chants, and marking their team's championship win with a sea of red and gold. Well, a lot on our minds this week is that air quality, and let's hand it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett for what we can expect.
Yeah, that air quality has been pretty bad all the way since this early morning and continues on. As you can see, taking a look right now, that's what the sun felt like or looked like as you got into around, say, about 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. You can see how beautiful that is and finishing out the day just like that. Getting in how that all shapes up, though, we're going to see as we get into it now. Local conditions, 74 degrees out there in La Crosse. It feels like it's 74 degrees out there. The winds are south about 6 miles per hour. Similar conditions for Eau Claire. We're looking at 75. Feels like 75. South winds around 9. And then Winona holding on to 72. Feels like 72. 3 miles of visibility out there. I should say 3 miles of forecasting out there right now. 6 to 8 southeast winds right now. You're going to have some fog, low cloud activity turning into smog as you get into tomorrow morning. You can see the fog coming back in, turning into smog. As you can see, low visibility is down to 5 miles when that surface smoke starts to move in. It stays with us all the way through the morning hours and then continues with a break coming back again as we get into the 9 o'clock time slot. 5 miles of visibility still holding on there. And as we get right into it here, we have at least this widespread batch of air quality issues for the whole region. Then eventually we'll get into the heat advisory that's also kicking in. That goes all the way to 6 p.m. on Monday, but that's mostly to our west. We'll hold on to the heat coming in as we get right back into it for on Monday. Eventually, though, our temperature will get up to at least around, say, near the upper 80s, possibly in the forecast. Leading into how this, we may even see some low 90s. We'll get into those winds kicking up around to 20 miles per hour for sustained winds. That means gusts will be picking up, and we'll also see some damaging winds moving into the picture. Could be up to about 60 plus miles per hour. Holding on to Monday, you're looking at temperatures in the low 80s, widespread, getting up to the 90s, as I mentioned before, just to our west. And of course, we'll get into how this all shapes up. Alert day kicks in for at least AM and PM hours, all areas. Severe storms, possible damaging winds in the forecast leading into this. We'll get into the possible tornado, 1 or 2 of those coming in. You see the time slot 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then again from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. We also have some large hail possible, a lot of convection out there, giving way to damaging winds that I mentioned before. And then flooding, well, there's going to be some rainfall, so that's a possibility. You'll see this big batch. This has changed like 6 or 7 times now over the last several hours leading into how this all shapes up, coming out of the Twin Cities to Eau Claire by 3:50 to 4 o'clock or so in the morning, then working its way towards Rochester, Winona, Black River Falls in that too, then dropping back down towards from Winona, getting to Holman, La Crosse, on Alaska as well, getting down to Mason City, and then tracking its way out of the region gradually down towards Prairie du Chien, finishing out back there by Bosco and Richland Center, and then eventually we'll see that go out of the way. We see more of that come back again, a little light shower activity, right? Then it turns into storm activity right by Ladysmith and Eau Claire, right up there by Clark County as well, continuing on there and gets out of the region gradually, still holding on to some of the areas right by Clark County. You can see that get out of the region, turns into a much larger storm. Fortunately, it's not over us. Another batch of that from the tail end comes back again with more storms for La Crosse, Winona, heading out to areas down to the south, getting into Prairie du Chien as well. Sparta, Viroqua, all in there. Prairie du Chien, Bosco, all those guys are in that. As we finish out, holding on to about 7 o'clock, we should be pretty much done. We'll hold on to how this all shapes up for Tuesday. Temperatures from the 70s and the low 80s. We start to cool it on down, believe it or not. Yeah. And as we get into how this all shapes up going into the forecast, we're looking at temperatures around 89 degrees or so. 82 for Tuesday, 79 for Wednesday, 83 once you get right back into your Thursday. And then by Friday, 84 degrees, still below seasonal average. By Saturday, we're back to seasonal average. Then we start to warm you right back up again all the way into Monday where those 90s are on the way.
Okay, we'll just push through that weather tomorrow until we can get to that sunshine.
Fingers crossed, man.
Fingers crossed. Always keeping it that way. All right, thanks, Art. Coming up next in sports, more Milwaukee Magic. The Brewers trailing again in Miami, but you can never count them out. Kate has the highlights after the break.
Thank you, Cooley Region, for voting TJR Improvements your #1 general contractor.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Real honest news between dance challenges and book recommendations. Follow us on TikTok at WKBT News 8 Now.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. It wouldn't be Friday without fish. Get yours with chips for $15.99 or with shrimp for $19.99. And end your week with $4 rail mixers. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
For Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Now through August 16th, play each day for free in your Quick Rewards app and score bonus plays with every eligible item you grab. Every day, someone's cashing in. So open the app and get climbing. Win big with Quick Trip's Mountain Dew Quick Climb.
You don't have to look too far to see living proof of Washington's failures. It's endless money for foreign wars and nothing but increased costs for hardworking families. I grew up on a dairy farm, ran a small business, and wait tables to pay the bills. I fight for people. It's why I refuse corporate cash, and I won't trade any stocks in Congress. We need more working class folks to represent us in D.C. that'll stand up to special interests. I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
Your comfort is our business. That's not just a catchy slogan at Schneider Heating.
We want to ensure that your entire experience with us and our Carrier products is completely comfortable. From the moment you call to set up an appointment to when our NATE certified and factory authorized technicians arrive on schedule and treat your home like our own.
It's the entire reason we say
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is our business.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Tuesday night is rib night. Get a half rack of barbecue ribs with baked beans, coleslaw, and cornbread for only $23.99, plus $1 off craft beer. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, after getting swept going into the All-Star break, the Brewers with a chance to get a sweep of their own to open up the second half. Let's go to American Family Field. Good crowd today. Robert Gasser getting the start. He was great. The only mistake he made came in the third inning as Estuary Ruiz goes down and gets this ball, and he gets all of it. A deep fly to left field for a solo home run. Marlins go in front. Brewers offense very quiet in this one. They had second and third with nobody out, but Andrew Vaughn would line into an inning-ending double play, and that would kill the momentum. However, in the ninth, after a single and a walk, William Contreras would step up to the plate, and on a 1-2 count, Contreras is going to call game. He crushes this pitch deep to center field, and it's going to clear the wall for a walk-off home run. He came in as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning, and then in the 9th, he does this. Brewers win 3-1. Milwaukee had just 2 hits going into the 9th inning, but they will always play until the final out. So that's 3 wins, all in comeback fashion, including 2 walk-offs. Brewers up to 62 wins on the year as they'll look to continue their winning ways when they host the New York Mets starting tomorrow. It'll be Jacob Misiorowski taking the mound for Game 1 against former Brewer Freddie Peralta. Over in Chicago, the Twins facing off with the Cubs. Chicago already with a 3-0 lead in the second, and with the bases loaded, Nico Horner is going to line one out into center field, and oh no, Luke Keyshaw misplays this one, and it's trouble. Goes all the way to the wall. All 3 runs are going to come in to score as Horner is in with a bases-clearing triple. 4th inning, now 9-0 Cubs, and Horner is going to add another. The RBI single puts Chicago up 10. and that would be more than enough as the Cubs take it 10-1. So not much has changed in the division standings. Brewers have 63 games left in the season. They've got a 6-game lead over the Cubs in the division. Cardinals and Pirates both 10.5 games back, while the Reds are 16.5 back, but there are a lot of games to be played, so anything can happen. We've got maybe the game of the year in Northwoods League softball. The Steam tied at 11 in the top of the 7th, but with the bases loaded, Avery McEverich is going to hit a go-ahead grand slam. She had 8 RBIs in the game. Wow. But in the bottom of the 7th, Madison would tie the game on a home run, and then Kyra Smith would go over the head of the outfield as Madison would walk it off. Nightmares take down the Steam 16-15. It was it was over. Spain are your world champions for the 2nd time in history and the 1st since 2010. They played in 8 games during the World Cup and gave up just 1 goal. We had the Lumberjack World Championships over the weekend, and for the 8th straight time, Holman native Livy Papadopoulos is your champion in the women's log rolling competition. Papadopoulos faced off with fellow Holman native Aini Anderson in the finals, where Livy would win 3-0. I've been told that Livy has been a log rolling mentor to Aini for around 10 years, so it was cool to see those two facing off in the finals. We've got action from the Open in Southport, England. Ryan Fox sitting at 7 under par. But here he is with a birdie putt on hole 13, and he would nail it. He's within 1 shot of the lead. Then on the next hole, his 3rd shot on a par 5, chipping from an odd spot, but check this out. He's going to put it right next to the hole. He would tap that in for birdie and have a share of the lead. Then on hole 17, 141 yards out, needs a good shot for a birdie opportunity, and it doesn't get much better than this. Sticks it just a few feet out, but he still needs to make the putt. And oh no, Fox is going to miss it. So that means he needs a birdie on hole 18 to win. And after a great approach shot, Ryan Fox is going to make birdie as he is your Open champion. It's his first major tournament win and a nice paycheck of $3.2 million. That's all for sports. We'll have more news after the break.
During the anniversary sale at Home Furniture, celebrate the savings. Right now, get our best finance offer and pay no interest until 2030. Or get an extra 10% off the home price, like this Verona sofa, just $8.99. The anniversary sale, now at Home Furniture.
When you need a truck to get you from the job site to the campsite, drive your story with a new Ram from Pischke Motors.
Make this the summer and drive away in your new 2026 Ram 1500. Save over $15,000 off MSRP when you stop in today. Get America's best factory full-size truck powertrain limited warranty. 10-year, 100,000 miles. Hurry in. This offer ends July 31st. Plus, get a $250 gas card with any new vehicle. Go to Pischke.com. Pischke Motors West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
At Sealands Carpetland, we know how hard your family can be in your home. Relax. We're more than just a flooring store. We're your partners that can create a home. Last a lifetime. Our flooring from Sealands is perfect for muddy feet
and waterborne fights.
Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Let us help you find the perfect flooring because our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Bipolar 1 can overwhelm your mind. Sometimes depressive lows and unpredictable highs can make it hard to get out of your head. Finding relief may help you break through. Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar treats depressive, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Proven full-spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, sleepiness, nausea, vomiting, and indigestion are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar, breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
Hurry into Home Seasonal Concepts for the Truckload Patio Sale. Get up to 60% off select collections, but when they're gone, they're gone. Plus, save on select in-stock patio umbrellas, fire tables, seat cushions, and protective covers during the Truckload Patio Sale at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
We'll start to round out your evening on a sweet note. It's National Ice Cream Day. From classic cones to over-the-top sundaes, it's an easy excuse to cool off and indulge in a little sugar. Ice cream's roots go back thousands of years, with early ice treats enjoyed by nobles and ancient empires before modern freezers turned it into a summer staple, or year-round. Whether you go for vanilla, chocolate, or something a little more adventurous, you can't argue it is a classic. It's a great treat. And the day is definitely not over yet. There's still some time to indulge in a little late night ice cream bowl. Well, my favorite ice cream is definitely anything that has to do with coconut. That's always good. All right, don't go too far. We'll have a final look at your weather when we come back.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
This Monday, one day only, earn a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40. That's a 20-cent fuel saver for every $40 you spend in-store and online. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
The pain was just excruciating. It would bring me to tears.
Running just means a lot to me. My feet just really, I was in pain.
And it hurt so terribly in my heels, I started like walking like a T-Rex.
I couldn't continue. I needed to go to the Good Feet store.
And I'm greeted by this gal named Mercy. She said, just try them on.
I thought, oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Now that I have the Good Feet arch support, running is great.
This is the arch support for me.
I'm just telling you, I am grateful. I mean, it's real.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good Feet, good life.
Birthday cake Wurzel. Wow, this is so good. What's it called? A Whizzle? Espresso Wurzel.
Thank you. Tastes just like a coffee shop. I love Wurzies.
Door County Cherry Wurzel.
Yum. These whirlies are amazing.
Did someone order a dill pickle Wurzel?
That's mine. It's a Wurzel. Delicious.
In Winona, your perfect stay starts at Hotel 44 North. Stay in the heart of downtown with elegant rooms and spacious suites with kitchenettes, ideal for work, play, or a little of both. Wake up to breathtaking river and bluff views. Then hit the trails, shops, and waterfront just steps away. After the adventure, relax in the pool or sauna, recharge in the fitness center, or toast the night at Latitude Bar and Lounge. Hotel 44 North. Comfort, style, and hometown charm.
Summer tastes better with ice cream. At the Westby Cooperative Creamery Cheese Store, you'll find hand-scooped ice cream that's worth the trip. Pick your favorite flavor, grab a cone, and enjoy a sweet treat made for Wisconsin summers. While you're here, shop delicious cheeses, local products, and gifts for the whole family. Cool off and treat yourself at the Westby Cooperative Creamery Cheese Store in downtown Westby. Westby Cooperative Creamery, where Wisconsin tradition meets a scoop of happiness.
This Monday, one day only, earn a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40. That's a 20-cent fuel saver for every $40 you spend in-store and online. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
Beautiful day for a walk with a beautiful dog. Did you know regular walking improves mood, boosts energy, and even helps you sleep better? I'm taking care of myself and inviting others. You're not canceling on me, are you?
No way. Check this outfit out.
Oh, nice. Miles got his walk in. Now it's my turn. People with pets tend to be healthier. Miles definitely keeps me moving.
What we're looking at here, air quality, holding on to how this all shapes up. Unhealthy for sensitive groups as well as unhealthy out there. So please be careful for tomorrow. Despite having storms on the way, you'll see that coming in early in the morning as well, and then coming back again into the evening hours, finishing out by about 8 o'clock or so. Tornado maybe, some large hail, some damaging winds also in the forecast, leading how this all shapes up with an alert day tomorrow, then cooler conditions on the way.
Got to survive one day of storms, and then the rest of that week looks great.
I was thinking the same thing, yes. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.